You reap what you sow. This was such a message. You start with all the plastic bags, and it's definitely a form of foreshadowing. And then you see the fish being gutted with all the litter that we toss. And then it's served on a plate with the plastic that we use in our daily life. And it reminds you that these things that seem like things we don't think of as trash or litter are actually things that don't degrade. And so these are things that become a part of our food. And it was just such a stark realization for me. Then you see the ending of the plastic bag coming out of her mouth, and it comes full circle to the foreshadowing that we saw in the beginning. It definitely made me take a second to look at my own personal plastic use, which I think is the purpose of this piece. It's a call to action to really take a look at what we as individuals are doing to the environment for our own convenience.
You reap what you sow. I thought this was really powerful, and it was so like simple, and it was so like there was very minimal dialogue, just a kind of simple exchange at the market, and then what you saw at the market, and then when she got home or to wherever she was eating. Like I said, I thought it was so powerful, and such a simple concept, but such an impactful one. Um, I thought it was really well done, and just one of those things that I think that the more people see, the more it gets talked about, the more it gets brought up, the more people can just simply avoid it and ignore it and try and dismiss it. Um, so I think that it's really important to have films like this. But like I said, I thought it was really amazing and really powerful.
You Reap What You Sow is a short, sharp shock of a film. The idea of a plastic bag already being inside the fish is comically brilliant, but also really horrible. It does a terrific job of conveying the sheer horror of consuming plastic and being killed by plastic and clogged up by plastic and everything. It's really powerful and it's a really urgent little film.
You reap what you sow. I noticed all the plastic bags at the beginning and even the sound of the plastic rumbling. So it was a really great way to direct that into people's minds, plop that in, and move into the main thesis of the piece in an extremely visceral and pointed way, that made my stomach turn. And that's a great way to get your audience, is to make it that embodied stomach churning experience. The soundscape also really added to it, where that sonic element of building and building and that unease until you need release from that tension. And the release was pulling the bag out of the mouth, which I thought was a brilliant image. And we become the animal, the prey, and our wastefulness and our destruction of the environment will ultimately be a demise. Made me definitely want to bring my own reusable bag to get groceries next time, and to really look at my plastic consumption, because it's going to be hard to not think about this next time I order something.
You Reap What You Sow was a really powerful, really cool film. I loved the visual aspect of this. It was very artistically done, and the images in this film were very visually powerful, and it got the message through very well. The beginning of the film, when she asks for a plastic bag for the fish and he says that the plastic bag is already inside, just that line was perfect for this film. Of course, it was disgusting and very disturbing to watch, but I think just realizing how many tons of plastic are in our oceans that are being consumed by our fish, that are then being consumed by us. It's a vicious cycle of pollution, and just seeing it visually was very powerful. And I thought this film did a really great job of that, in an artistic way. So yeah, this film was really cool and I really enjoyed it.
You rap what you saw. I think this is a powerful short. Honestly, everything stays in 1 minute, but even though it's just a minute, you can really understand the overall meaning of the story. The short is very powerful. We see, especially when the clerk is offering the fish to the lady and he says the plastic bag is inside already, then you already understand everything. And then obviously the second part is even more powerful when they open the fish and you see all these waste inside of it. I think it is the message is quite clear here, and the world is running fast towards an end, because there is so much waste, or so many toxic elements in the sea, in the ocean. The fish are dying every day, and when they die also you end up eating them, but when you eat a fish you eat plastic, and then suddenly humanity keeps dying. So I think overall it was a very powerful very short but very meaningful. So overall a very well done production. Congratulations.